All right. I am going to be discussing this implement, which I'm calling the Jekyll and Hyde Hub. Uh, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. A hub is an implement that's used in grip sport. It's grabbed with an overhand pinch style grip and used to lift weight. Uh, this is an idea. I had made a stub implement, which I had given one to my friend Nate, and in his training log, he mistakenly referred to it as the Franken Hub, and I had named it jokingly anyway, the Franken Stub. So after reading his log, I realized I needed to make a hub. I had started out making a monster hub in a shape like this from the test bends from a recent welding course I've been taking. If you can imagine, there's 3 different test bends that I had welded together to make a hub. Upon making it, I realized that that would be a perfect companion to a regular style hub in a top and bottom format. Now, I'm not the first one to come up with this idea. If you want to check out Barrel Strengths, they make an excellent product called the Dub Hub that has a hub surface on top and bottom, and it's reversible. It attaches to a loading pin through, I guess this would be an attachment collar. I'm not sure how it actually attaches to the hub. I've never seen one in person. I just know they're excellent. I'm actually good friends with Gil. I just wanted to go over how I made this and a little bit about the different components. This one isn't gonna be up for sale, and I am not going to give it away just because of the different materials it's made out of. But if you're at all familiar with me making stuff, I usually batch it out so that I have more than one in case something went wrong. I do have some extra components. I'm just not sure when I'm going to get around to making more, or what I'm going to change. They won't have this attachment for the center. This took way too long. Yeah, I'm not doing that again. So this is actually from the pipe is from a post hole driver, or a fence post driver. It is 2 3/4 inches across in diameter. The organic shape, let's see, at its widest, it's almost 4. It's 3.5 there and 4 the other way. The base plate that this is on, as part of the welding course, we did some torch cutting, and this was the first piece of freehand torch cutting that I did. You can see all the torch marks there. That's why it's not square. It was just a sample piece, and we were told to cut out whatever. I cut out a square, and it came home with me, and here it is. The attachment collar, this is a fitting that I see all the time at work. We have forklifts, and they use a retaining clip like this to hold the propane tanks on. If anyone's unfamiliar, I don't have any real machining equipment, so all this stuff is usually handwork. I cut this slot down in here with a hacksaw and cleaned it up with files. I did drill the hole for the pin on a drill press, but the pin was hand hand filed so that it would fit that hole. The clip was hand sawn and then hand filed to size. 2 holes were drilled, and I cut the slot out with chisels. The piece of bar that was fitted in the center of the pipe to make this cap was hand sawn and filed. The hole where the rod comes through, the largest drill bit that I had when I was making these was 3/8. This rod's over 5/8. I took a round file and threw lots of elbow grease, brought it up to size. I also had to do the same thing with the hole through the center here. This is larger than 5/8 to allow the clip and pin to slide easily through. Just some standard 2-inch black iron pipe for the collar. The welds. The welds in here are just some stitch welds in the corners that should hold it. These are just fusion welds in here, but I'm not sure if that's going to hold or not. I'm sure it'll hold up to lifting. I'm not sure if it'll hold up to any impact it might receive if I drop it with weight on it, or if it gets hit by something else. But this one's going to be mine, so that if it breaks, I'm just going to fix it. Many thanks to Nate for the, I guess that would be like a Freudian slip, and spurring along the idea. He also has a prototype, the prototype of this model. It is even rougher than this one, but I sent it over for him to try before I proceeded with making this and getting all the other materials together, because obviously there was some time spent on that one. Let me grab a pin. It just goes for the clip. It just goes up through the center. Oh, actually, do it the other way. It's a little tight. Moved a little bit when I welded it. And then that slides across the opening so that it gives it a nice, there's a little play, but it gives it a nice fit. Down over the loading pin. Attach. The clip doesn't move too much inside. Picking it up and setting it down, but it's obviously something you can see if it comes loose. There you go. The Jekyll and Hyde Hub. Thanks for checking it out.